Yo, 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 peace, blessings, and love, man. This is Divg Llc podcast and Shamarko in.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Yo, you already know what's up, man. We gonna tap into it, man. It's been a long time, a long time, man. But everything happens in divine timing, and we're gonna get right to it, man. Our first question is, what is the most important lesson you have learned about love? Ooh, that's a
Oh,
ooh, that's a
love.
good question.
Hey, man, that's a good one because I had to learn some lessons.
Oh,
I ain't always been
I
good
got
at
stuff to turn lesson. Let's turn blessings from, man. That from that.
it.
That's
Oh man, so I think the most important lesson I've learned about love and shout it out. You know what I'm saying? My anniversary, so I might know something
anniversary. Oh
about love.
yeah, this weekend, man. Blessing.
You know? But no, man, I think the most important lesson I learned about love is that it's like continuous. That like you don't just fall in love once and it works forever. Like you got to wake up every day, like aiming to re-fall in love with your partner because every day y'all are growing. Every day, like you every day you're someone new. In a month, you might find something else that makes you a completely different person. You might subscribe to a new way of thinking, and you have to keep falling in love. And the moment that you stop falling in love, shit, y'all fall out of love. Or that's when people say you grow apart and all that. So that's my biggest lesson.
Oh,
You know what I mean? you you got to wake up every day and choose love and fall in love every day, or y'all gonna start growing apart.
that's real. That's real, man. Me personally, man. Uh, what's the most important lesson I learned is loving yourself. I believe
Yeah,
ultimately that's where it starts. Loving ourselves truly. I mean truly, not just saying you love yourself just to put up that disguise, but truly love yourself, having the balance in life, and then you have that partner that's doing the same thing, loving yourself and having that balance in life. Then y'all come together and create a unique bond. I feel like that is a lesson I learned about love is definitely loving yourself, because if you don't love yourself, man, you truly can't. How you gonna know how to love anybody else? That's the truth, you know.
exactly.
That's the biggest thing I had to learn in my life on my journey, is just to love on myself, man. Love me for me, and everything else will fall into place. So that's the first question. We'd like to know what y'all think, man. What is the most important lesson you have learned about love, man? And, truly, comment down below. We'd love to hear what y'all thoughts are, and yeah, the next question. Bop, 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 bop. Um, for real, you gotta get some excitement, man. I'm happy to be back. I'm blessed. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Actually, man, it's a long time coming. So yeah, man, I'm just excited. But the second question is, where did you grow up, and did it affect you? And who? I'm stuttering.
It's good, bro. We here together. We here together. You ain't stuttering.
Where did you grow up, and did that affect who you became?
Now
Ooh,
you know. You
ooh.
said, where did I go?
Yeah.
Me.
Oh
Me.
Lord,
You,
Lord, have mercy.
you sure you want to ask that question? But
Yeah.
you know where I grew up.
Who just found out
I'm
who from
from
P? What we just found out about the P down?
what? Hey, hold on. We're not talking about that part of Portsmouth. Old girl, no, I don't know.
God,
She had us looking bad. I'll take the L because that's my city. I'm from Portsmouth. And
yeah.
and Portsmouth, man, I love being from Portsmouth. It shaped me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The way Portsmouth just my mentality, like Portsmouth's very blue collar. Like you gotta have thick skin. You gotta
Right.
know how to joke. You gotta know how to move around. You gotta be able to pay attention. Like even if, cause like
Yeah,
I ain't about to
got
put
no
no
teeth.
picture, huh?
Yeah,
You
no,
said no teeth.
no
That's
teeth.
crazy. But
Then
I got
we went
I
there
got
play
all my
ball
pictures
against
in my heart
y'all.
of
I think our cheerleaders didn't have no teeth. So I don't want to disrespect no female, but I don't think y'all cheerleaders had no teeth.
they had fronts. You couldn't see it. It was where the light hit it.
Lord have mercy.
But being from Portsmouth, like it shaped you, man. That's why a lot of people from Portsmouth, we got like a certain pride. And like I said, I ain't about to paint no picture like I was super thug. I won't on nobody corner. I mean, maybe some of my homeboys were super thugs, but like everybody gets like everyone gets that street smarts, that common sense, because you got to know how to move around the city. Like you even have to know how to move. If you're trying to stay out the way, you still got to know how to move. And that's helped me in my corporate life. That's helped me in my military career. That's helped me just in life, period. Where like, all right, I might not have the most street smarts, but it's kind of like, hold on, bro. Hey, 2 + 2 = 4. Like I know what that is. Let me go ahead. I ain't trying to become the business, so let me get about the business.
That's real. That's real.
So, but yeah, man, Portsmouth, man, capital of the world, man. United States of Portsmouth. You know how that go. Everyone should be. Everybody should be from Portsmouth.
We both stuttering on here.
It'll make the world a better place if everybody was from Portsmouth.
No, 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 no. No, but me, where I'm from everywhere. Born in Champaign, Illinois, raised in Cali, Florida, and Virginia. The 7-5. I ain't talking about day side, but the 7-5. But different chapters of my life definitely made me who I am today. And the chapters were like traveling, the environment from Champaign, Illinois to Cali was a whole different vibe. It's first of all, it's windy city, you know what I'm saying? It's not Chicago, but Champaign, Illinois is the country, but the cold, grimy grind, um, single parent vibe, not to get into too much detail. Grew up real fast. Then we moved to Cali, and I had both sides. Honestly, when I first got there, it was rough, man. But that was I wouldn't say it was rough in the instance of I didn't have I want to say childhood, because you seen childhood, but also you seen growing at the same time. But it was fun, seen a lot of stuff. But then my mom met my stepdad and kind of showed us a different life, military life, free what electricity or something, free cable,
Yeah,
whatever, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like Navy exchange card, I know all about that, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But, that was Cali life. Then we moved to Florida because that y'all get what's it
yeah,
called?
yeah. You get PCS. That's the phrase PCS when you move to a different base.
Yeah, whatever that means. No, but we moved to Pensacola, Florida, playing ball. I remember hurricane vibe. And that was more of my football vibe. I played football in Cali. We used to play on the rocks and stuff, but more football environment was Pensacola, Florida. I played with I don't know their name is against Trent Richardson. You know what I'm saying? He was the dog. The Rakishi's nephews or something, but it was fun out there, we had a hurricane, still played football, this crazy. Coach pick us up, shit crazy. Football still goes on. Hot water, but then moved to VA. But all them environments really just molded me into who I was. I really think Pensacola was that football environment. So when I came to VA, don't no offense to VA, I love VA. I always represent 757, where I'm from. But the Florida vibe gave me that ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah,
y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like and the Cali gave me like the gritty, you know what I'm saying? Like playing football on rocks, the violence and all that stuff. So it was just certain things and certain environments made me who I was, and who I am today. But I'm not all that no more. Yeah, yeah. No, truly, I'm talking about the environment, where we grew up in. It made us adapt in a way where it's survival tactics, or you
yeah,
may not want to be this way, or want to go down that road, but sometimes there's no choice per se. Because I don't want to say that because it is choices. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I don't want to say there's no choices, but I want to say, like I always tell people, like you got to get people out of their environments because we don't see different, they ain't gonna know different, and that's
yeah,
it. You know, um, when you stuck in an environment, that's all you know. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna do. So I put it in that instance. So what I'm saying is, for you, being in the environments you came from, you always tell me, you came from what, middle class, you know what I'm saying, good class,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm
So
saying?
like we like it's kind of like that best of both worlds that you're talking about. So like before we moved to Portsmouth, I actually lived in Norfolk, lived in Park Place, and then from there we moved to Portsmouth. But we lived in like a nice middle class neighborhood in Portsmouth, and that was like that experience of like, oh, okay, like I ain't sharing, like we ain't sharing the house with grandma, uncle, and them no more. Like, oh, I got my own room. Like before you know it, like we had a pool in the backyard, and I'm like, oh, like, all right, like hold on, like I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just know I ain't never going back to Park Place.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
it's kind of the dope part about Portsmouth is even though I lived in that middle class neighborhood, like you're still surrounded by everybody. And I don't want to say hood, like because it could be low income housing, whatever you would like to call it. But like them still your homeboys. You still go to school with them. Y'all hang out. Like that's the only place to play. Like you can't get away from it. It ain't like, oh, you just live on this side of town and no one from there comes to this side of town. Like, nah, like you go to school with kids from downtown because Portsmouth only was so big. It's only three schools. So you can't, it ain't no way to get away from it. So like you get that callous. Like you said, you grow up, like you don't really realize, you don't realize how rough our upbringing was or like how callous we were, or like the certain things that we found funny. Really, none of that really clicked for me until I got to JMU. And I
yeah,
noticed like, and I started like being around other people. And I'm like, oh, like dang, like wait, so y'all didn't grow up like that? Like y'all want throwing rocks at cars? Like y'all want y'all want walking in the stores screaming snatches and running? Like y'all want playing knockout? Like dang, like hold on, that was just us? Like what? Like
yeah.
dang, well, and not to say that we grew up wrong, we grew up how we grew up. And it was like, dang, like, oh, okay, like you said, but once you get out that environment, you start to like realize, like, oh man, like this, like that person I thought I was, like that's not even who I really am. Like, shoot, man, I really like this rock and roll stuff, man. I like this, I like that. I'm learning about chemistry. I'm learning about this. Like, man, like it opens up your eyes to like a whole new life.
But you didn't allow me to ask you the question.
Oh shit, my bad.
No,
My
but
bad.
no, it's all love. But that was good vibes though. But the next hot topic, is everywhere right now.
Uh-oh.
My man, 6'5". I don't know, he probably 6'6".
Probably 6'6".
250. Ducking, holding. Man, what's going on? What's going on?
Hey, I'm gonna be silly first. What's going on is that was hands down the worst jump we've ever seen. That's a bad decision. Like, bro, I love you to death. If you come and be like, yo, hey, that's the target, I'm like, hey, bro, ain't no way 6'6", 252 was the like that was the
That's
that's the game plan. Like, oh, we gonna rush him and do what? I haven't
something
seen them
you
throw
knock him out
350
with a
pound
sneak attack.
linemen off.
You know, sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah, yeah.
They won
You need
lucky.
a lot of luck. They ain't have a lot of luck.
It was too little, yeah. Too little,
But
man.
on the serious note, man, it's disheartening because Cam do so much for Atlanta and for that 7-on-7 scene, like with the elite camps.
Yeah, they
And he's
definitely
not
do.
like,
Man. Shout out Cam.
yeah, like like we both played ball, we both went to camps, and like sometimes you go to camp and someone might have their name on it, but you don't see that person. Maybe they walk out, say hey to the kids, and they give you something cookie cutter, like oh man, just follow your dream, this and that. They sign a couple of balls and they gone. Like Cam is out there and he's throwing passes with the kids. He engages in the banter with the kids, like he really lets them like you can get up and close and personal with a pro. Like,
Yeah,
and literally this is kind of like an end result because like the disrespect that happens so much. Like they'll be at the camps, like at the end of the day, like, okay, Cam ain't win a Super Bowl, but how you look at Cam Newton and be like, boy, you suck. You did like, boy, that's
what's up? Oh no, he don't.
like
Oh,
that's Cam, like that's Cam Newton. Like he lived your dream.
absolutely. Baby.
What I'm saying? Heisman been to a Super Bowl, won an MVP. Like for the average kid sitting there at the crib, like that's the dream.
But
You know what I'm saying? Like,
this era don't got no respect, and also as a '90s baby, you got to understand that too. I even hear a grown man say he got a situation at the store, and he just got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Doing 25 years or something like that,
yeah,
and the dude like bumped him and said something, and like in his mind's like, man, this is a young kid ain't got nothing to lose. They don't think no more. They too emotional. And for instance, that situation, that's Cam Newton. Much respect, but he's probably young guys. It's one dude, he was older, My son's a little
yeah,
bit, but young minded, no, don't know no better, so no disrespect to him, but it just looks like that because at the end of the day, you at an event, you got to be professional. But for instance, them emotions, get out of hand and you get into a fight, Cam Newton did his thing. He could have did damage. I don't want because I don't want to promote fighting and all that
yeah,
violent stuff, but you got to protect yourself, and that's the
yeah.
scariest part about being an athlete. Where is the limit or the grounds where you stand your ground and fight? You can't allow somebody to beat on you until what I'm saying, unconscious or shoot dead or hurt in a bad way, like so. I commend Cam Newton to be able to de-escalate the fight in that manner. He treated them like some kids, like Jay chill.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? One on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Dude took a cheap shot.
yeah,
Dropping this dude, but ultimately, man, I don't know if I was in that situation. I'm smarter than Cam Newton. They might would have moved me. I had to start throwing
yeah,
some bows. You tripping? You know what I'm saying? You gotta throw them things, cause bro, I ain't no 250. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, three of them, shoot.
yeah. But
Oh,
that's
hey, and that's what I'm saying. Where's the limit? So do you get in trouble? Do Cam Newton look like the bad guy because quote unquote, he's after to get into the fight, or is he gonna have his back? What do you think?
so. I'm thinking, and this is at least the court of public opinion. It seemed like people are really rallying behind Cam because I myself again like not a pro athlete, but you played in college. Like that stuff, like people automatically want to try you. Like I remember being at JMU and we go out there and like we almost got to click up because like if you go to the spot by yourself, we call them townies. Hopefully that's not disrespectful or anything, but like they will look for a straggler because y'all ain't from here, or you think you something because you play ball, or you think no muscles make you, and it's like they want to try to get points on you, and it's like it's that lose lose because it's like man, like if I really hit you and protect myself like I know I can protect myself, I lose. If I sit back, try to be the bigger person, and now you want to score points and you knock me out, people gonna say, well, why you ain't do more? Why you ain't protect yourself? Or like, and not even from the sense of what the crowd would say. Like, let's say you hit me and I hit my head on something, or like or like that Cam situation. If four people run up, and like I said, luckily Cam is big enough to de-escalate that situation. A guy of my stature, like I gotta go because I'm not big enough to handle four people. So I got to take this like this is like a real life or death situation because all four of y'all 9 times out of 10 are bigger than me. So I got to really protect myself until I can get out. But like now, if you really go and you protect yourself, like it seems like everyone's rallying behind Cam, uh, from all levels, from all walks, and I think that should be that way. And it's sad because the kids are the only losers in this. So like them coaches or whoever ran up on there. Now if Cam say, "Hey, I ain't doing this no more. Sorry, Atlanta. Sorry, hey y'all figure this out yourself." Now they're gonna say, "Oh man, he sold out, man. Cam he let them run him away." But it's like, how do I continue
That
to
shit
do this?
gonna still go on.
Yeah,
It's too much money in Atlanta, man. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie. But I see what you're saying though, honestly, me personally, I already told you I'm gonna defend myself.
yeah,
Is like what you were saying earlier, like the decision, like in college and stuff, like I was young. I didn't have a decision. It was defending myself at all costs, not trying to play games and not betray none of that. I'm just gonna defend myself. I was taught to defend myself, and in that instance of thinking as an athlete, that led towards more for me was women, you know what I'm saying? You know, drinking and all that stuff. I was more worried about that type of stuff. Somebody put their hands on me, I just gotta go to another school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
'Cause at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna protect myself. Like you said, what if you hurt me bad? No, I gotta hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out to Cam Newton for doing this thing, holding it down, taking it. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. You was taking them things, pop, pop. I ain't gonna lie, swing something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And his hat ain't moved. The hat, yeah,
That move,
he still was dapper. He got
hat
off
in
him.
the hat didn't move, man. No, but I love Ken doing what he does for the community, man.
No,
Hopefully they get the situation handled, man. Hopefully nobody got hurt. And yeah, you got anything to say, brother?
just hopefully they can bounce back from it. Like you said, it's those four people, whatever, regardless of it, that was a selfish act that impacted everybody else at the camp. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some kids that really did their thing there that aren't being talked about because of that selfish act. So hopefully it does get cleaned up. I believe Cam, he's not going to stop doing it. He loves Atlanta too much. That's his home. And hopefully security can get a little tighter, and hopefully it can get back for the ones who take it serious and get back the ball being the number one thing, and that experience, that learning from a pro, from an MVP, from a Heisman winner. It can get back to that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You already know, man. Now we're gonna go to another hot topic, man. Kanye, Kanye, Kanye West at the Super Bowl, man. You want to lead
Hey,
this off?
that man, it was genius. Like, yo, he literally, like, he
That's why
created a
he do this stuff, because y'all keep saying genius, genius,
look. Well, no,
genius.
this what he did this time. Like, I don't. It's hard because when you give him the credit, you almost got to subscribe to the antics, and I don't care for the antics. But like he did, like the Jane, like he created his website and put all his stuff on sale for $20, everything. So people immediately go to the website, and now your data's logged, and whoever made all the sales, like whatever purchase you tried to make, it ended up being a pre-order. And
Mhm.
now he got all the data of what are his, like, in the instance, in the 30-second commercial, he got all the information he needed on, and got the capital to go ahead and mass produce because everyone pre-ordered, because he did it at $20 a pop. So now instead of going in his pocket, he's going to take that money, use that to see, like, okay, these are my hot items. These are the ones I could charge a little more on. These aren't moving good. He got all of his data in 30 seconds because it sold out instantly. And that's not even counting the people who went to the website and couldn't get through. So he got all the data and got everything pre-ordered. And for that alone on the business side, I think that's genius. I don't subscribe to the antics, but I thought that was a dope movement.
I didn't even know all that.
Yeah, it was like a dope investment. Like, and you let your fans take care of you because there is those. I mean, Kanye's Kanye,
I
so
thought you
he
was
had.
talking about, oh, I thought you was talking about the part when he sat in front of what's it called.
Oh, see, that's why I said you got to draw the line.
That man off the chain.
Look,
What's her name?
I didn't hear that last part.
What's her name?
But his new girlfriend,
He sat in front
I
of her.
don't know.
No, in
I
front.
don't
No,
know.
Travis Kelce girlfriend.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, he sat in front of her to get like a buzz. Let me try to use it for marketing.
Oh,
That's what I thought you was talking about, man.
no, man. I was just talking about the ad he ran. Look, you see, that be the thing with Kanye. As soon as you want to, be like, man, that was that, and then you got to look like, nah, he did that too, and it's like, oh damn, like
Yeah,
I didn't even know that part. I didn't see that part. I
she
was just
got him
talking about the
escorted. She got him escorted out and stuff.
yeah, and that's and rightfully so. People gonna be like, oh, he could be wherever he want. Like again, that kind of goes back. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, we up here. Like, I'm really here to cheer for. you know what I'm saying? Like my partner, I'm doing boom, 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 and like and you here being funny.
But
And
you don't know the history about them.
no, I do like where he ran on stage and like and they always take little undertone jabs. Well,
Yeah,
it
she
feels like
trying he trying to get some buzz off her right now. So she look at him like,
yeah,
please.
that's my thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I got the power to get you removed. I couldn't get you removed from
Get out of
that.
here, bro.
Get him out of here.
That's
What they say, security,
no.
get him up out of here, man. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
Kanye got
And
to
to
do
a
his
degree,
time.
yep. And to
Just
a degree, rightfully so. I mean, you make that bed. You know what I'm saying? Offense is taken, not given, man. And people have the right to
Kanye
forgive you
quiet because he a
when they
grown
want
man.
to.
I don't want to say that. Nobody need to be quiet. Talk, freedom of speech, but man, golly, you already lost a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez,
I mean,
jeez.
some like I said, it's freedom of speech, but you know what? You also need people to roll with you to kind of protect you from you sometimes. Like, hey, man, that.
Hey, buddy.
And I just say it at the crib. Like you can say it at the crib, bro. Like, and no one's gonna hear it. Like, you ain't
I will
gotta.
listen. I will listen to you, brother.
Like,
No, no. Shout out to Kanye. Shout out to what's her name?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift and my dog Travis Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
winning Super Bowl. Shout out Naughty from Ocean Lakes. You know what I'm saying? 3-time Super Bowl champ. And yeah, you already know 757.
hey,
But the last question of the night is the importance of getting out your comfort zone. You know, you want to lead this?
yeah. So the
Ooh.
importance of getting out of your comfort zone, man. And you know, from our talks off air and different things of that nature, you know, that's like a reoccurring thing because like and I think how I've put it in words recently, the struggle with of getting out your comfort zones because people want change as long as they can stay the same. And I'm talking to myself with that, like, you know, like, man, like I want to do different things as long as I can keep this part of me. And it's like, nah, like if you want different, you got to be different across the board. Like you can't steal second base with your foot on first. Like you gotta go, you gotta actually be different. So that, you know, like, man, like you, oof, that's
Mhm.
a good one, man. It's super important, man. Like you gotta
Be
you gotta
comfortable,
embrace
man. You
you gotta embrace being uncomfortable.
know what I'm saying?
And that's the only way you could get comfortable. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable and keep. That's the only way to grow. You know what I'm saying? I read something that said like comfort is the cousin of complacency, and complacency is the son of failure, something like that. Like it all rolled together. It was dope how they said it. I didn't think I just said it right, but it was something like that. What you
No,
think? What you think about it?
no, you know, you gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable. Me personally, it's a challenge. But my coaches say this in practice, you know, it's hard, but it's worth it. You know, sacrifices you gotta make just to be even a good person in life is hard. So picture the successful things you want in life. Um, Me personally, um, this question means a lot because how I put it, when you sit back and analyze your life, you realize what causes people to stay in their comfort zone, and it's fear. I repeat again, what keeps people to stay in their comfort zone is fear, you know, and excuses. My mom used to say, what she said, excuses are for assholes and you only got a couple. So she say something to me, but that's the truth, you know, fear and excuses, you know, and we all do it, you know, we all have self-doubt, we all tell ourselves we don't have this or do this, we don't have the time, we don't um put it at the front burner because we got so much stuff going on in our life and me sitting back and I don't want to just say being present, just sitting still and I'm a observer, as my brother always said. I sit back and observe and you see a lot of people. living miserable, you know,
Yep.
but it's harder to mask it, you know, and when you sit back and look at it, it's like, is that life? Is that life? You know what I'm saying? Sitting in misery and regret, and that's not comfortable to me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Iceberg Billion, he a rapper, and he said, I'm probably stressing more harder than you know what I'm saying, trying to get it more harder than you trying to get it, you know what I'm saying? Basically he said that. That's not quote for quote, word for word, but basically I'm out here stressing trying to get it where niggas, I don't want to say niggas, forgive me, you know what I'm saying? When brothers, where brothers out here just chilling, you know, and that's the mentality of being uncomfortable. You know, you think he want to be in the studio all night. You think he want to sacrifice his time. You think who else? Antonio Brown's, the Julio Jones, the Ray Lewis's, the because I'm trying to put it in football instance. Jay-Z's, the Denzel Washington's, Samuel Jackson's, Will Smith. You think they didn't put in that work or step into an uncomfortable situation? You know what I'm saying? Every person you hear their story, they step in an uncomfortable situation and becomes a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Taraja P. Whatever name, what's her name? Taraja Harris.
Lionel Henson. I think it's Henson.
Yeah,
I don't know if she's married or not.
yeah,
Something
she
like that.
moved her and her son to Cali with nothing. Look where she at now. Like those are the uncomfortable situations that end up blessing you at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's why I say people are comfortable because they're scared. They take that risk. You know what I'm saying? They are. They
And
make excuses.
and that's a fact. Like in the maintenance world, we have a little saying. They say, there's never enough time to do it right, but there's always enough time to do it twice.
Yeah.
And while I relate that to how you're saying is people will say like, man, I don't have time, myself included, because I've said that before. Like, man, I got to just figure out the time, or if I get this and get that and get this, then I'll do this, this, and that. It's like
Wow. Whew.
people don't ever say that they got enough. Like, people say they don't have enough time to chase or to invest or to do whatever it is that they're trying to do, but they got more than enough time to live the life that they don't want to live. Like, a life of unfamiliar, a life of unfulfillment ain't long. You know what I'm saying? They got enough time for that, but you ain't got the time to be like, look, hey, I'm gonna jump off and crash out for what I want. You know what I'm saying?
You're
Like
not
I'm
saying that all people that live, you know what I'm saying, regular life is not happy because happiness is not money, material, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I want what I want, he want what he want, you want whatever, but just live out your true happiness. You know what I'm saying? Live a life you want to live truly, you know? Like that's a
Yep.
big thing. My fault, bro, for cutting you off.
No, no, no. You good. You good. We vibing. We talking. That's
No, 'cause
good.
I just, I just wanted to make sure, you know what I'm saying, understand like it's not about material things because you can have a big house and no peace in the house, like no
Yep.
love, no happiness, no harmony, no clarity, no nothing.
Yep.
I'm saying a homeless
Yep.
person can have no peace, you know what I'm saying, and happiness and love under the shoebox, you know. That's a shoebox, a box, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, man, truly, man, like. Me personally, step up out your comfort zone, you know? And you don't gotta be perfect, man. You just gotta take a step each and every day, man. I went to Seattle and we were on a hike, man. Bro, I'm talking about this mountain, bro. It went from hot to snowing at the top of that jump, bro.
Hmm.
Everywhere, bro. And it's like a little gap when we got to the top. And these dudes jumped over the little gap. I looked in the gap and looked way, way, way down. Like, come on. I'm like, man, bro, I'm not, man, I'm talking about the gap is like that big, but the illusions in our head that we create
Yeah.
is big. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Yeah.
I slipped once, it's over. I probably can't even fit in this hole. You know,
Yeah.
but the illusions we create, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I wasn't realizing I was taking a step in life, in the instance of taking an inch, me going trying to get over this little gap, thinking it's a big gap. I took inches, just what I'm trying to tell people to do. Take inches, man. sometimes I looked over like, oh no, y'all are tripping. Like, ain't no way. Like, bruh, I got kids, bro. I can't jump, you know what I'm saying? If I don't make it, bro, you know, they're like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You gotta see over the edge. I said, I can see enough. You know, that's I'm fear, you know what I'm saying? They trying to get me over, motivate me and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And kept inching, you know, and I remember I closed my eyes. I reached for the edge and I could feel the edge. And once I put my leg over and realized the gap was no bigger than my leg, you know what I'm saying? It like, oh, ooh, I can calm down. And that's reality, man. Like music and art, anything, you know, once you step into it, you're gonna realize it wasn't that bad, you know, and that's what I want to tell people to do, you know what I'm saying? Try something every day to get yourself out your comfort zone. You know, I'm not perfect in there doing it every day, but if y'all do it, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna hold theirs accountable too, you know, because reality, this is us opening it up, you know, turning the page in the chapter and becoming who we truly want to be, because that's who we are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they see who we are, and the challenge is to do something that gets you out your comfort zone, man. And I promise you, you'll feel more at ease, more joyful, more you. So that's
Yeah.
what I gotta say about um, comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Just challenge yourself day to day. You know, not try to be
Yep.
perfect. You know what I'm saying? But become the best version of yourself, man. But the only way you can do that is definitely step out your comfort zone. Yeah. What you gotta say, bro?
Ah, shit, you hit the nail on the coffin. You hit not the nail on the coffin. Shit, you hit the nail on
Yeah.
the head.
Leave. Dang.
We ain't putting no nails in coffins. You hit the nail on the head. You know what I'm
He Cam Newton me. You know what I'm saying? He Cam Newton
saying?
me.
You know, you spot on with it, man. Having courage to face it.
Keep it at the answer. I think y'all was gonna knock me out. Like I
Money
said,
was down there like, oh no.
man, y'all better leave that man alone.
Yeah, man.
You already know. This is Divg Llc podcast. Shamarko in.
And dance.
Shamarko in.
Dance.
Shamarko in.
And dance.
So you already know,
Dance.
man. And stay tuned for more of these podcasts, Divg Llc podcast, and also more interviews. You know, we're gonna have more people on here. You know, what I'm saying, talk about their life, and some people doing entrepreneurships. You know, I got people that's lawyers. You know, what I'm saying, in real estate, IT, so many categories, man. It's just,